This is CBS 46 News at 11. Getting results.
Breaking news tonight at 11, the CDC is prioritizing who should be first in line for a COVID-19 vaccine.
Healthcare workers and long-term care residents are at the top of their list. Those groups could start receiving Pfizer's vaccine by December 15th, and Moderna's vaccine each should be available by December 22nd. Both are waiting on emergency authorization from the FDA.
The CDC's recommendations come as the U.S. averages one coronavirus death every single minute, nearly 270,000 deaths total.
CBS 46's Haley Mason begins our coronavirus team coverage tonight live at the CDC. Haley?
Tracy, researchers are working full speed to get this vaccine out and ready, and it appears that December is the month where our healthcare workers and people who need special care will be moved to the front of the line to be vaccinated.
Frontline workers are one step closer to seeing a COVID-19 vaccine. Advisors to the CDC voted today to allow healthcare workers and the residents of long-term care facilities to be the first to receive vaccines when the FDA gives emergency authorization. The group voted 13-1 on this phase 1A of the distribution plan. One panelist explained the process.
Almost every group that has weighed in on who should receive the vaccine first has identified healthcare personnel at the top of the list.
The CDC reports that 6% of coronavirus cases and 40% of the deaths are coming from long-term care facility residents.
Certainly, this is a group that suffers the greatest burden of disease.
Nearly 860 healthcare workers have died from the virus. The CDC expects they'll have enough to vaccinate 20 million people by the end of the year. Still, there are groups that are skeptical and even fearful.
I do not comply.
Kilgore Rand leads the group called I Do Not Comply.
We think that COVID is being used to usher in a new world of authoritarianism.
He and supporters hung this sign across the interstate in Decula over the weekend to express the right to decline the vaccine.
We're based upon choice and the presumption of innocence, and we've lost that presumption of innocence because now everyone is presumed to be sick.
Still today, Dr. Anthony Fauci says the virus will continue to disrupt lives unless the overwhelming majority of Americans take the vaccine.
And today, that CDC panel again prioritizing those two groups we mentioned, the healthcare workers and the people in long-term care facilities. Next is this group labeled as 1B that will include teachers, law enforcement, firefighters, and other essential workers. That will then follow by group 1C. That will be people with underlying health conditions that put them at higher risk, including people 65 and older. Reporting live outside the CDC in DeKalb County, Haley Mason, CBS 46 News.